What? Hi guys, I'm Nell. Welcome to my channel. Nice to meet you. Today I'm going to be telling you about my septum piercing, why I got it done, my whole experience of getting it done, the nightmare that happened after I got it done, and just the whole healing time, and where we are now. So if that's something that you're interested in, then please keep on watching. So first, how long have I had this? I got my septum pierced in June of 2016, and of course it's now January 2017, so that's like a little bit over a year. I don't know how long because I'm not very good at maths, but you know. Yeah. Anyway, it's been over a year, and I thought you don't really see many videos where people actually tell you what their piercings are like now. You have all these stories about experiences, but nothing about how it is after a year. So I really wanted my septum pierced literally 10 minutes before I decided to get it done. It was never something that I just decided that I wanted to do. I was literally just in town and I was like, you know what, I just want my septum pierced. And my friend was like, what? And I was like, no, I do, I just want my septum pierced. Okay. So I went and got it done at a place that I'd been to before to get my belly button pierced and also this part of my ear pierced. So I knew that they were good. And yeah, I just went in and sat down, and my friend filmed it. I don't have that clip. I wish I did. It was such a funny clip. But I cried. It hurt so much. I've got tattoos. I have one here, another one here, and I also have one so yeah, I've got a few tattoos. I've got my belly button pierced. I've had my ears pierced here, on this part of my ear. I've had this bit done up here and everything. So I have quite a high pain tolerance, I suppose. This hurt more than a tattoo. This hurt more than anything that I've ever had done before. So yeah, if you're not someone that's good with pain, then I wouldn't get it done, because it is the most painful piercing ever. And I didn't really research anything about it before I got it done because it was such a spur of the moment decision. But I think if I had done, it probably would have put me off. So maybe don't listen to that. No, I don't know. Just do it in the spur of the moment, because then otherwise I think if you research it too much, a lot of people will tell you that it does hurt, and they'd be right, because it does. So basically what they do is they clamp this part of your nose, your septum obviously, and then they have this really long needle with a tube attached to the end of it kind of thing, and they basically just run it through your septum, this part of your nose. That's the only way I can explain it to you. And yeah, the guy that did mine, he did it really slowly, and I don't know if that's just because that's how you're supposed to do it, but I'm sorry, but it was so painful. I was like, can you not just do it quickly like that? But apparently you have to do it slow. I don't really know, but yeah. He just kind of, pulled it down with the clamp, and then literally just ran it through with this fucking huge needle. Then got the bar, and the first bar that I had was your typical horseshoe bar with the two little balls on the end of it. I don't have it with me because I got rid of it. But yeah, that's what I think you have to get it done with that when you first get it. That's what he told me, but I don't know. So then they put that in, and then they screw the balls shut, because there's two balls, and they take one off, they put it through your nose like a horseshoe like that, and then they put the ball on, and yeah, And yeah, I cried. It hurt so much. And it's like an automatic reaction to cry as well when like this part of your nose like is hurt. Like when someone punches you in the nose, like you'll probably cry. So yeah, I did. And yeah, it was really, really painful. Immediately after I got it done, it did hurt like a lot for the first few hours. Like it tingled. It was really painful. I couldn't touch like any of like my nose hair. Like it would hurt if I were to just press my nose like that. It really hurt. It was so sensitive. My nose swelled up a little bit, but not too much. I mean, it's huge anyway, so you couldn't really tell that much, but yeah. And he basically, the instructions that he told me were just to clean it like twice a day and to like move the horseshoe around, so to sort of like rotate it like from one ball to the other, so you're kind of doing like this like twisty motion with it. It's hard to show you because I don't have that one in now, but that's what he told me to do. He told me that moving it was like good because it was cleaning it, and if I just let it sit then it would like get infected or something. I don't know. So that's what I did. And yeah, for the first like few weeks, month, whatever, it just hurt. Like it wasn't healing. It wasn't getting better. It was just hurting like all the time. I could tell it was there. It was annoying. It was like you could tell that there was like a massive piece of metal in your nose that wasn't supposed to be there. I wanted to rip it out. Like I hated it so much, but I liked the way it looked. Like I thought it kind of suited me. I got compliments on it. People were like, oh my god, wow, I can't believe you have your septum pierced, because this was when it was really popular to get it done. Like 2016 was like the year that everyone got their septum pierced. So yeah, it was like, yeah, it was popular. People liked it. So I just decided to keep it because I liked it too. But it was just so annoying. Like, oh, I just hated it. This was the point where I started like Googling, like, how long does it take to heal a septum piercing? Why is my septum piercing not healing? Why does it still hurt? When's it going to stop hurting? All that stuff. And people were kind of saying that it should stop hurting within like a few months of you getting it, but it takes like a year or so to actually like heal to the point where it's like no longer hurts. And people said that you could change the ring within like, I don't know, like 3 months or something, 4 months, something like that. So I had it done, as I said, in June. And I had this horseshoe like ring for the whole of June, the whole of July, the whole of August, the whole of September, the whole of October. And at that point, that was like, what, 4 or 5 months? And it still hurt like so much. And it just wasn't healing. Like I would wake up in the morning and the whole thing like would be kind of crusty. This is really gross, but it would be like crusty to the point where like you couldn't like move it. And when like I had to pluck up the courage every morning to like move it like to the side to like unstick it, because it was like stuck every morning and it hurt like every morning. Like, oh, it was so painful. Like that was one of my like morning jobs, was to like unstick my freaking septum ring, and it was so painful. There would be all of this gunk around the, you know, the nostrils and stuff, and like around the hole where it was, and it was disgusting. I had to like clean it, and yeah, the guy told me to keep rotating it, but every time I rotated it, like it really hurt. And like some mornings I would wake up with like one of the balls like hair like stuck like there, so it had flipped in the night like that. And then I'd have to like flip it back, and it would just hurt like so much. And I was so sick and tired of it. Like I just wanted to have this piercing look nice and also feel like normal, because this was the first piercing that I'd had that hadn't healed within like 4 months. It was ridiculous, and I was just wondering how long it was going to take. So when I was in town one day, I went to, this was a different town, so this was a different place, and I walked in and I was like, can you like loosen the ball so that I can like take it out, because like I want to change this ring because this ring is hurting, like it keeps moving. And this lady was like, yeah, sure. So she came along and she like unscrewed the ball with like pliers, and oh my god, if getting the thing hurt, getting the ball unscrewed hurt like so much more. It was so painful. I was crying. She was like, how long have you had it done? And I was like, 4 months. And she was like, it should have like healed by now. She's like, that shouldn't hurt. You should be able to change it within like a few months. Like, what are you playing at? So she was like, maybe the ring is not like a good quality metal. And I was like, well, it was kind of expensive to get done. I think it was like £40 to get it done. I think it was quite expensive, like for a piercing. And I was like, I've been to that piercer before, like I usually think that they're quite good. And she was like, well, I don't know, but like, she was like, it should have healed within like a few months, like it shouldn't be hurting that much to unscrew the ball and like remove it. And she was like, maybe it's just like that type of like, you know, ring. She was like, the material just isn't good quality, it's just, it shouldn't be hurting that much. So she was like, yeah, like buy one of these other rings, and that was this one here. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, this is basically just one that you can use for like your ears and stuff. It's literally just a ring like that, that like unclips like there, so you can just literally like unclip it and take it out. Because I wanted like a round one as well. I didn't like the horseshoe. I was really going off it like looks wise. I thought it looked a bit like bullish and people kept like making like pig noises and stuff. So I got this lady to like unscrew it. She took it out and I bought this from her, and she was like, do you want me to like do it? And I was like, no, because it hurts like so much. Like I was crying. I was like embarrassed enough as it was. I was like, no, I'm gonna go home and do it myself. So I bought this ring and I went home and left it for like a few hours. And oh, by the way, this woman also told me not to move it. She told me to leave it alone, that you should never like try and move them around. She told me to just leave it alone. So yeah, I got home and I finally managed to, you know, loosen this ball back up, because she'd screwed it back on but not like so tight so I could easily like take it off. So I unscrewed it and I took it out, and oh my god, like it was the most painful thing ever. It hurt so much taking that piece of metal out. It was so painful, but I did it, and I stood there in front of the mirror with my eyes watering, being like, it's okay now, it's okay. And then I got this one and I just like couldn't find the hole as well. I couldn't find the thing to like push it through, and I was panicking because I was like, this piercing cost me £40 and I've just taken it out and now I can't find the actual hole to get this new ring in. Like, what am I gonna do? And eventually I found it and I like pushed it through. It really hurt. I like closed it and just left it and didn't touch it, didn't do anything with it, like kept it clean, obviously, just used like a salt water and stuff to like clean around like this bit and like that. I basically like just left it alone to do its own thing. I didn't even, you know, like do anything to it. Oh, that was the other thing. It used to really hurt showering, like having a shower, just water coming on it, like it just used to really hurt for some reason. I don't know why. Washing my face, it used to really hurt. Like doing like this, like just accidentally touching any part of like the nose or the ring, it used to really hurt. So it was just annoying. But then when I had this, it just gradually over the next like few months started to heal, and I started to not be able to feel it or notice it, and it was great. And now here we are in 2018 now. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, 2018. I think I said 2017 earlier. Wow. Okay. I'm so dumb. So January 2018, soon it will be 2 years. In the summer, obviously, I will have had it done for 2 years. And I was gonna wait for like the 2-year mark, but I honestly don't think it could get better. Like, now I can't even feel it. Like, it's so good. I can do this, like I can move the ring, I can like touch like all around my nose, I can properly like press it like here and it doesn't hurt. You know, there's like no pain. I wouldn't even know. I sleep in it every night. I do everything with it in. Like, I never take it out. I haven't taken it out since I got this one done. I don't really get like, you know, gunk or anything around it. It took a long time to heal, but I think that was just because of the type of ring that I had. For whatever reason, it was just not good quality. And I think that's something that you have to like look at, definitely like go somewhere that's good, because it should not have taken that long to heal. So in that sense, it was a bit of a nightmare story, and people were always like, why don't you just take it out? And I was like, because it cost me £40. Like, I'm not gonna just take it out. But I'm so glad that I stuck with it and that I found like a way to, you know, resolve it. And it was with just one of these types of rings. I think this ring is a lot like thinner than the one that I had, so I don't know if I tried to put another one in it now, it might not go in, but I don't know. I'm happy with this. I don't think I'm ever going to change this because it's quite simple and subtle, and I just think it's cute. I really like it. Yeah, some people don't. I get lots of hate. People really like don't like it, especially older people. They're like, oh, you look like a bull, you've got a bull ring in your nose. Like, they make like bull noises and like pig noises for whatever reason. I don't know why that would even relate, but that's what every old person I know does. So yeah, people just don't like it. People are like, oh, it detracts from your face, it's ugly, it's chavvy, whatever. I don't care. I have it because I like it. I think it looks nice. I don't think I'm going to have it forever. I'm definitely going to take it out when I'm like older, but for now I just like it. I think it's cute. Yeah. And as far as like inconvenience, it doesn't really inconvenience me at all. I've had multiple colds with this in, and you know, like the blowing your nose and stuff, it really doesn't affect it. I think that was like part of the problem before, was like also with things like trying to blow your nose, like you couldn't even do that because it hurt too much, whereas now it just doesn't really hurt. You can just kind of do whatever you want with it. I would definitely say, if you're gonna do it, then just be prepared for like a long healing time, because I have read that it does take a while to heal anyway compared to like other piercings. But it definitely shouldn't be taking like 4 months, 5 months, however long it took for mine to heal properly. I mean, it did, and that was just before I changed the ring. Like, it obviously took longer, a little bit longer after I changed the ring for it to heal. If you are having problems, maybe it's the type of ring, go see someone about it like I did. Just figure it out, change the ring, I don't know, whatever. You might be like allergic to the type of metal, like that. I think this is silver. I mean, it must be, because it's not rusted and I've had it in for like nearly a year, so I don't know. But yeah. I would say probably the only thing is, if someone were to hit you on the nose, I think it would definitely hurt a lot more than if you didn't have this piercing. I just think that it probably would, because yeah, you can still feel it if you do that. I think it would hurt if someone whacked you in the nose, but it would hurt anyway, so I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, that's my first video. I hope you found it a little bit entertaining, informative. I don't really know what I was going for, to be honest. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you found this at all helpful, or if you just thought it was really annoying. Just tell me. Yeah, anyway, welcome to my channel. Subscribe, like this video, comment. I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna be a good thing. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, have a good day. Bye. So today I'm gonna be telling you about my septum piercing, just the whole experience of getting it done, like why is it not central? What am I even talking about?